Got a 5-year-old girl missing. Father, Stephen Barry, says he thought some friend's nanny was watching her on the playground.
How long ago?
About an hour. We searched the park, all the nearby basements, nothing.
All right, get a list of every maintenance guy, sanitation worker, and vendor that comes through here.
Have you found her?
Not yet, Mr. Barry. I'm Detective Clark. This is Detective Sipowicz.
I don't know where she could have gone. I looked all over the park.
Why don't you start with what happened?
I took her here to play, same as always.
Just you and your daughter? Where's her mom?
Visiting her sister in Philly. She's on her way back.
Are you divorced?
No. I always tell Claire never to wander off, to stay near the jungle gym.
Who's this nanny I was supposed to be watching?
She works for friends of ours, watching their little girl, Caitlin. So when I had to go to the bathroom, I motioned the nanny. I'd be right back. But when I did, they were gone, along with Claire.
You motioned to the nanny?
Yes, I thought she understood.
Have you spoken to this nanny?
I called. She wasn't very helpful.
Have you checked her home?
Yeah, she's not there. Shouldn't we be getting a search party together or something?
Yeah, we'll take care of all that. Right now, we're going to need the nanny's info and get you back home.
I'm not leaving here.
We need a photo and an article of your daughter's clothing. Someone needs to be home in case your daughter makes her way back.
Promise me you'll find her.
We'll do everything we can.
Come on, Mr. Barry.
Thanks. We get a current photo?
Yeah, it's on its way to the print shop.
Dad's back at the apartment. The mom's visiting her sister in Philadelphia. We talked to him and then to her on the phone. Neither one of them can think of anybody close to the family who'd do this.
We like him at all?
Not on first glance.
Friend's nanny that he left his daughter with, Elizabeth Garner, we got a call into her.
She's on her way in.
The woman the nanny works for, I talked to her to see if we could speak with her daughter, the girl Claire was playing with at the park. But they told her about Claire being missing, and she's been crying nonstop. Mom said to check back later.
We run the mom and dad through DCA?
Both clean. We got a phone up in their apartment in case a ransom call comes in.
And nothing on campus.
Not a damn thing.
Can I help you?
Tess Barry, my daughter's missing.
Mrs. Barry, I'm Lieutenant Rodriguez. My squad is handling the investigation.
I want to know exactly what's being done to find my daughter.
Everything's being done.
I walk in downstairs, there's 10 cops milling around doing nothing.
Well, we have every cop in the city aware of what's going on.
What are you doing? I mean, are we eating breakfast here or looking for my daughter?
We have a canine unit out searching the park, okay? There's an Amber Alert out, along with alerts going over division radio to all commands in the city every half hour. Television and radio has been notified as well. We're making flyers, we're getting our interviews lined up. I mean, we're doing everything we can, everything we've been trained to do. You need to trust us, so we don't waste time arguing.
So what now? What can I do?
All right, go back to your apartment. Stay with your husband, and we'll be in constant contact.
Come on, man. We'll get someone to take you home.
What can I do?
Let us take care of it.
Let's go.
Thanks for coming in, Elizabeth.
I've got nowhere else to be, thanks to that man putting a fright into Mrs. Foster.
Meaning Stephen Barry?
Yeah, he calls her and he tells her that I'm supposed to be watching his daughter. Now, all of a sudden, Mrs. Foster needs time alone with Caitlin.
All right, Mr. Barry's daughter, Claire. Did you watch her at the park very often?
Sometimes. But I'm not her nanny. That's not my job.
No, well, let's not worry about your job right now, okay, Elizabeth? Let's worry about finding Claire.
I don't know where she is.
What happened this morning? When'd you see her last?
We went to the park, Caitlin and me. She was on the swings. Mr. Barry and Claire came by. He didn't ask me to watch her, so Caitlin and I went home. But now he's saying that he signaled to me to watch her, which I didn't see him do. And now I'm gonna have to go back to England.
You forget about you for a minute, all right, Elizabeth?
Hey, come on, it's okay. We just really need to concentrate on finding Claire.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, we know. So the last time you saw Claire was on the gym set?
Yes.
Did you notice any adults there who were alone? Anyone who may have tried to approach the girls?
No.
Were Claire and Caitlin friends with any of the adults who hung out at the park, you know, even if they were parents?
There's a guy who draws pictures in the park. All the kids talk to him.
All right, what did he look like?
He's white, goatee, glasses. He usually sits by the fountain.
Was he there today?
He's there every day. Caitlin fancies his drawings. He calls her Caitlin with the curls. You know, she begs me to let him draw, but I will not allow it. I once saw this other little girl lift a dress and show him her knickers.
And this is just now occurring to you, 2 hours after the fact?
Why is everybody blaming me?
We're not, okay? Now, we gotta go. So you can just stay here as long as you need to get yourself together.
Where am I gonna go?
I don't know, just hang in there.
Anything?
Yeah, a street artist in the park might be worth the conversation.
Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That about the kid? They find the kid or what?
Get to the park. Okay. We got a homicide on West Broadway. I'll have Jones and Medaway meet you there, but get the ball rolling and get back here as soon as you can.
Thanks. What do we got?
DOA. Girl's pretty torn up.
Ah, her skin's all ripped off.
There's gunshot wounds. There's stippling here. She must have been shot close range.
Bodega owner over here, Ben Liu, says she got dragged down the street before she got shot.
Thanks.
Thanks. Detective Jones, Detective Medavoy, you saw something?
They got rid of the dealers. It was getting better. Now this. I never seen nothing like that in my life.
What did you see, Mr. Liu?
I was washing off the sidewalk, and I hear a scream. I look up. I see a car drive by dragging this girl.
Wait, dragging her? How?
Like she was caught in the door or something. And then the car stopped, the door opened, and I hear a pop, pop. Then they took off and left her there.
I mean, who's they?
The guy who shot her was on the passenger side. So I just figured somebody else was driving.
Did you see the shooter?
No, the windows were dark.
What about a license plate?
Only the first 3 numbers. I'm sorry, I didn't get more.
Well, thanks a lot for your help, Mr. Liu.
Some kid found it on the street 2 blocks up. Lanisha Owens. Student ID says 17. Look at this. Women's Care Clinic. Prenatal appointment.
So she was pregnant.
Looks like it.
Hey. Detectives Clark Sipowicz. What's your name?
Jeremy Schertzer. What's the problem?
Let me see some ID.
I'm not a vendor. I don't sell my drawings, so I don't need a permit.
You got something illegal in your pocket, sir, Jeremy?
No.
Then get your wallet out, show me some ID, or you're gonna have more than permit problems.
You ever been locked up?
No. Has this got anything to do with that little girl being kidnapped?
What do you know about it?
Nothing. I just heard it.
What do you know about looking up little girls' dresses, you prick?
Like Caitlin with the curls.
She just comes over to talk to me. Look, some little girl pulls up her dress. I don't control that.
Yeah? You got little nicknames for everyone who comes over and talks to you?
Look, I just pick up on personality, something to put into the picture. Caitlin likes to watch me draw. That's how I remember her. The curls.
What about her? You find any personality up her dress? Hmm?
That's Claire, Caitlin's friend. Strawberry Eclair. What? That's her favorite ice cream.
How do you know so much about her?
I drew her picture. That's just what I remember.
When was that?
Last week. Her dad dropped her off.
He left her with you?
Just for a few minutes. He came right back. What is the big deal? I say hi to her when she comes by. She is a sweet kid. That's it.
We find out you got a record.
Look, I told you I don't. But if it'll make you feel better to spend your time harassing a starving artist, please be my guest.
Get used to that starving part.
DOA's a high school student. We notified the mom. She confirmed her daughter was 3 months pregnant.
The car she got pushed out of, we got auto squad running the partial plate number. We got off a witness.
You know who the father was?
Mother claims it's another student, Larry Williams, 18, some big-time basketball prospect. Greg and Baldwin are picking him up right now.
So how we do on the street auction?
He's a wash. BCI cleared him.
But this little girl's dad's got a habit of leaving her with people in the park while he wanders off.
Think it's scored dope?
I don't know what the guy's story is.
And we need to get patrol to intensify the ground search.
I'm putting a uniform task force together. Alleys, basements, everywhere.
15 squad.
We're gonna head over and talk to Claire's friend from the park. I don't care if the mom says she's been crying. We need to talk to her.
Detective McDowell?
Who is it?
A uniformed officer regarding your sister.
This is Detective McDowell. Is she all right? No, I appreciate you holding off on the arrest. I'm coming right now. Uniform responded to a domestic dispute involving my sister and her husband.
You smacking her around again?
I don't know. She locked herself in the bathroom.
Connie, we don't have time for this.
I know. What am I gonna do?
Make it quick.
I need to have a little conversation with this guy.
You can do whatever you want after we find Claire.
Gruden. Hey. Thanks for the call.
She's still locked in the bathroom.
You gotta look at her?
She won't open the door. Wants us to split, but we can't until we get a look at her.
I'll see what I can do.
If she's beat up, it's a must arrest. I got no control over her.
Yeah. Michelle. Michelle, open the door or I'm gonna tell him to take it down.
This isn't his fault.
Just open the door.
I said things I shouldn't have.
No argument here.
Shut your mouth. 5 seconds and they take it down. I'm serious, Michelle. No one has time for this. Take him in.
What on your feet?
No, don't take him in. No, don't.
This is on you, Michelle. You know?
Shut up, Frank.
What happens?
No, God, you can't do this. I won't press charges.
Quiet, Michelle. I swear to God, take him in. You're coming with me.
She knows what's going on, so if she starts crying again...
Yeah, we'll leave, sure.
Caitlin, these people are trying to find Claire. They just need to ask you a few questions. All right, sweetheart?
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
Can you tell us when you saw Claire last?
She was on the slide.
Oh, yeah? Was anyone else there? Maybe somebody playing with Claire on the slide?
No.
Was anybody else watching the two of you play? I mean, besides your nanny?
Okay. Do you remember what you and Claire talked about?
She was showing off. She knows how to whistle.
Anything besides whistling?
This is Annabelle.
Oh, she seems very nice. So, whistling, that's all that you and Claire talked about?
This is Kimberly.
Nice to meet you, Kimberly. So did Claire say what she was going to be doing for the rest of the day?
She wanted to get some ice cream.
Ice cream, huh?
Uh-huh. She likes going to the park because her dad always gives her money for ice cream.
She goes to get the ice cream by herself with the money that her dad gave her?
Uh-huh. But she said sometimes the man gives it to her for free.
Is this a man with an ice cream truck or a man with a cart?
I don't know.
Well, was it like a big ice cream thing or a little ice cream thing?
Big. And he likes ringing the bells, too. This is Carmen.
Carmen, you're very lucky to have a friend like Caitlin. She's extremely helpful.
Okay, bye-bye, Caitlin. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Mrs. Foster.
First up, sorry for your loss, Larry.
Thanks, no. But like I said at the house, me and Lanisha ain't been together for a while.
Eh, how long's a while?
We must have broke up like 2 months ago.
See, there's a teenager for you. 2 months seems like a million years.
And we weren't together much longer than that in the first place.
It was long enough to knock her up.
Hey, that's what she said, you know what I'm saying? And like she got around, so it ain't no proof of that.
Now, we can get proof.
What is this about?
Where were you all morning? Your mom said you weren't home.
I was with my boy Anthony.
A study session?
Educating myself on PlayStation 2.
Anyone else vouch for you?
His mom's. She made us breakfast.
When's the last time you saw Lanisha?
Yesterday at school.
Did you say anything about someone wanting to hurt her?
We didn't talk. Because like I said, we were not close.
Word is you're a big prospect.
School's been calling since I was 13.
Well, I imagine having a baby and the mom around your neck might slow you down a step.
I'd have dealt with it.
But did you? This morning?
No. No way.
We find out later you did. Any breaks we might have gave you here, now, they'll be long gone.
I ain't had nothing to do with it. I don't even know what got y'all looking at me in the first place.
What got us looking at you is how you'd be better off with her dead. And what's keeping you here is how broken up you are about it.
It ain't right she got killed. I'm saying that up front. But I ain't had nothing to do with it. I don't have nothing to do with violence. I play ball, I stay clean.
Keeping your dick in your pants, that's another story.
I get it thrown at me. You wouldn't understand that.
Beat it.
Can I get my stuff back? My cell phone?
Downstairs at the front desk. We'll bring it down.
Stay available there, Slick.
Thanks, Ted. Thanks. We need to look into ice cream vendors citywide.
That's what Claire's friend gave us, that she was gonna buy an ice cream.
I'll take care of that. Also, I got anti-crime looking into patterns and the FBI running profiles on possible perps.
Hey, Andy, give me a second. I gotta hit the can. We'll head back down to the park to recanvass.
What about that loudspeaker van from Cop Shot? Can we get them out there?
Yeah, good.
Hey, I took a little peek at Larry's cell phone. Of the 20 calls in and out since last night, 15 were to and from a Percy Davis. 2 from this morning were 10 minutes before and after the homicide.
Davis got any priors?
From way back. But I called the DOA's mom. She says Percy. He goes by Boo. He's one of these agent types who gets close to basketball prospects.
We'll get him in.
He's on his way.
Thanks. I'll get Larry back his phone.
You got available? Yeah, the same one.
Wait for me in there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a quick conversation, and then I'm done.
Where's your husband?
Locked up, drying out.
You gonna press charges?
I'll make sure of it. How's your face?
It's fine. It's just a bruise.
You need some more ice?
No.
There's no leeway in a domestic abuse case. It's called a must-arrest situation.
Okay.
What's the problem, Michelle?
You just tell me to shut up. You don't listen to a word I'm saying.
We're dealing with a missing little girl right now, and you haven't said anything I haven't heard 100 beat-up women say before.
I'm not 100 beat-up women. I'm your sister.
It's my fault. I said things I shouldn't have. I mean, come on.
What are you so upset about? It's not your life.
You keep dragging me into it.
You won't hear from me again.
No, what I mean is I'm trying to help you, but you won't help yourself, and that's frustrating. I know you don't think you have a lot of options right now, but if Frank's doing this to you, he'll do it to your baby.
He just needs a job.
Wrong. He needs to be out of your life. I've seen this so many times, and a job is not going to solve it. You want him hurting you? Hurting the child?
How long is he going away?
For the night, at least. You've got to press charges on him, Michelle.
I gotta just think about it, okay? I gotta get my head straight.
Okay.
Can't you just hold off taking my picture? At least till I stop crying.
Sure.
Hey, have a seat, Percy.
That's Boo, man. Everyone calls me Boo. Now, how can I help you, gentlemen?
What's your relationship to Larry Williams?
Close friend, confidant.
Why does everyone call you his manager?
Because they don't know the meaning of the word or the freight that it carries.
Like it's illegal for him to have a manager until he's professional.
Well, not illegal. It's a violation of NCAA rules. I'm an unpaid advisor.
And with the unpaid part being rectified once he goes pro?
Well, that's up to Larry.
You speak to Larry today?
A few times.
Yeah?
Lanisha Owens come up.
I haven't spoken to Larry about Lanisha's death, but, word got round. It's tragic, truly.
Any idea who might have done it?
Me? No, sir. No.
Were you aware that Lanisha was pregnant with Larry's kid?
I had no idea.
Well, there's over 200 calls from his cell phone to yours in the last month alone, and that didn't come up.
Well, I counsel Larry on basketball.
Is that what you were doing at 9:07 this morning?
Safe bet.
And then again at 9:34?
Fellas, what are we doing here?
Witness accounts have Lanisha getting murdered around 9:15, so right between your two phone conversations.
Where were you at 9:15, Boo?
I was home, making calls, setting up the conference call.
Anyone gonna tell us they saw you on West Broadway at 9:15?
Anyone telling the truth would say that I was home on the phone.
And who's the anyone? You got a name and number?
I was alone, on the phone,
setting up the conference call. Okay, now I'd be happy to have the coach at UCLA confirm. May I leave now? Because I don't like the atmosphere in this room.
You keep your phone on.
Ice cream, it's a tough sell year-round. You get a few guys with hand carts in the summer, but that's about it. There's a guy down there that sells ice cream bars off his soda cart.
You seen an ice cream van around here or not? That's the original question.
No, no van. Now, if you don't mind, I got customers here.
All right, let's check out the other side of the park.
Hey, Andy, hold on a second.
What?
Hey, you.
Hey! Hey, police! Freeze!
Go! Go!
Hey!
What are you doing? I'm going to the bathroom. Let's go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and someone dropped a grenade in there?
Everybody was running, so I ran.
There's a lot of condoms in there. What is this, a little homo hangout or something?
Can I just go back to work, please?
Yeah, you get on us quick, we'll let you go.
Okay, yeah, it is.
Every day, all day?
Pretty much.
Take off. Get out of here. Having strangers look after his kid while he gets his nuts off.
Let's get him in.
Where's the fun?
Supposed to be here 5 minutes ago.
Did you express it was urgent?
No, we said wander in.
Not in the mood, okay?
We got some info on our case, boss. We ran vehicles fitting the description of the getaway car with the first plate letters KYD.
Told me this morning.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, we got 4 possibles in the city. One of them registered to an elderly woman, Gloria Strickland, who lives on Lafayette Street.
Reader's Digest for
Her grandson James drives the car. He's also associated with this hoops manager, Boone.
Which we got how?
Well, we ran the 4 names past Larry Williams' basketball coach, who also coached his kid, James, and we got an address.
Hit it.
You asked us to come in?
Actually, we just need to talk to your husband for a minute.
Well, whatever you have to say to my husband, I'd like to hear it too.
Mrs. Barry, it's nothing new. We just need to confirm a timeline.
What about the timeline? How is this helping?
It's procedural, ma'am. Here, let me explain a few things while we work this out.
Honey, I'm writing here. Well, do you have an update?
Yeah. We found out you leave your daughter alone in the park with strangers so you can go to the men's room and get your knees dirty.
And who told you this?
Not you.
Do you have information regarding the whereabouts of my daughter or not?
No, we don't. And it makes things harder for us to do our job when people hold back information.
I held no relevant information back from you. I motioned for the Garner's nanny to watch Claire. I went to the bathroom. It makes no difference what I did in there.
That's bullshit. It does make a difference what you did in there. Are we not wasting time here talking about it when you could have come clean at the park?
I did not put my daughter in danger.
Oh, this guy is unbelievable.
Hey, Steve, this didn't come about just on today. Somebody probably had you cased out knowing when you go to the men's room and do your thing. That's putting your daughter in danger.
Can we just talk about what's being done to find her?
Right now, you need to put all your cards on the table, Steve, and let us decide if they're relevant. Now, is there anything else that we need to know that's been impeding this investigation?
No.
Any problem you had with some other guy who might want to get back at you?
No.
Speak now, Steve.
I don't know anything else beyond what I've told you. And I am no longer interested in your moral judgments on my private life. So will you please go find my daughter?
Moral judgments, huh? Well, you try this one on. Your daughter is gone because of you.
How dare you say that to me?
Uniform just gave us a plate number on a van with a series of summons for peddling ice cream. Ran the driver's name through BCI. He's a registered sex offender. They're looking for him right now.
How dare you?
Yeah, James Strickland. A few years back, I remember reading about a local kid with that name. He was a high school All-American.
2 years running.
Oh, that you?
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, where you been?
2 years junior college. Got Defensive Player of the Year. Out of that, an Italian team made me an offer, but that ain't my game. I'm sticking around for the big show.
I always figured that's where you'd end up.
You know, I got a tryout coming up with the NBA Development League. Keep my fingers crossed. So, parking tickets. I gotta admit, I ain't been too good about paying them.
You're not here on parking tickets, James. That was a lie to get you in without a hassle.
Are you afraid I'm gonna turn into the Hulk or something? I mean, what's gonna get me mad?
We impounded your grandmother's car, the one you were driving this morning. And our crime scene unit is going through it right now, looking for Lanisha Owens' blood. Once they find it...
We hear they already have.
Only ball you'll be playing's in a prison yard.
Whoa, wait up. I loaned that car out this morning.
Not a fact.
To a friend of mine that said that his brother needed it. To loan to somebody.
Clever as that is, James, it's not what you want to put in front of a judge.
Naming the guy with you, now that shows cooperation.
Yeah. It also gives you the opportunity to put the gun in his hand, because when we get him in, there's not much doubt he'll be putting it in yours.
I don't know what you're talking about, okay? I loaned that car out.
James, I'm gonna say one word to you, and I'm not playing ghost. Boo.
He your manager?
He was helping me with the Development League tryout.
Did he call you this morning?
He said he needed a ride someplace, but I swear to God, I didn't know where we were going or that somebody gets shot.
Well, what happened from when you picked him up?
He said, we gotta go see somebody. It turns out it's this girl. I've never seen her before. He opened the door and he told her to get in, but she won't. You know, then he starts laying into her about not going through with an abortion, which I'm like, no, damn, what's up with this? Then she takes a wad of money out of her bag and throws it at him, and Boo, he just went nuts.
How?
Punching her in the face, and he's pulling on her hair, and I'm like freaking out, because I'm like, yo, I didn't sign up for this. So I hit the gas, but he held on to her. And she's screaming, and she's getting all tangled up in the seatbelt, and Boo yelled, stop. So I'm thinking he'll just get her free and let her go. He pulled a 9 and dropped her. I didn't see it coming, and I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Where's the gun?
In the dumpster off 2nd and 10th. Man, I swear, I didn't know it was gonna go down like that.
You put it in your statement, and hopefully the judge will consider it.
All right, we got this down, thanks.
He's all yours. Yeah, I'm still waiting for an answer as to why I'm being detained.
Shut up.
Sir.
You take something that didn't belong to you, Ken?
No, of course not. What's this about? Ever do time? I don't want to answer any more questions until I know what's going on.
Oh, you want to answer the question?
When I was a kid, all petty stuff.
Oh, yeah? Petty sex offender stuff? Huh?
I was wrongly convicted of that.
What's this for?
Repairs.
Come on. A little girl was taken from Washington Square Park this morning. We know you were involved.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, you were going to tell me what happened to that little girl.
I want a lawyer. You can't do this.
No, this is just us, Ken. There ain't going to be no lawyer, no court, no wrongful conviction, because you're going to take care of this right here.
Some guy took her.
Oh.
I gave her a ride. She was looking for her dad. This man I know, he threatened me and took her.
Who's this guy?
Randy somebody. I know where he lives. I can take you there. This guy, he's a liar. And he'll probably tell you some story that I gave the girl to him.
Move your ass.
Safeguard this van.
And here we are again. I gotta tell you, gentlemen, these meetings are trying my patience.
James Strickland rolled on you.
Your prints on the murder weapon seals it.
This is insane.
You got a motive, you got a print on the gun. This is a pregnant high school girl, Boo. So start digging now.
James shot her. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I was just driving.
James, who has no connection to Lanisha and whose print isn't on the gun.
He made me dump it. That's how the print got there.
We got ways to prove who fired the gun.
Larry put me up to it. He said, take care of it, Boo. Take care of her.
Boo, when we said dig your way out, we meant with honesty, not thinking of a good lie.
He was losing his mind, man. He couldn't handle being a father. And she wouldn't listen to reason. It was going to ruin his chance at the big time. Wait. He called me. He called me before and after it happened to make sure that I did it right. He made me do it.
With a gun to your head.
Yes, he did. He threatened to kill me. He's a bad kid. He's talented, but he's bad at the call.
Where is he now?
He's at my place. Watching television, eating Fritos, big stupid smile on his face.
Well, let's go.
I'm fine here.
Nah, you're going in the cell. Come on.
Come quietly, or I will break your arm.
How's your daughter?
Scared. Devastated. They're doing an exam right now. Did I hear correctly that it was an ice cream man with a sex offender history who abducted her?
That's right.
How does the NYPD allow sex-offending ice cream sellers to roam the city trolling for kids?
The system's not perfect.
Come on, honey, let's go.
And while Claire was still missing, you spend precious time having my husband come in to grill him about our finances? Like we had something to do with it?
Is that what we talked about, Steve? Finances?
Let's go. We'll deal with it later.
Deal with what later?
We are having a conversation with the deputy mayor about the investigation because the oversights were unacceptable.
Well, before you start blaming the police department, why don't you ask your husband what he was doing when your daughter got abducted? How he made a habit of leaving her with a nanny, a sketch artist, an ice cream vendor, while he went to the men's room to have his fun. Ask him.
What is he talking about, Steve? What is he talking about?
The driver, James Strickland, goes down with Boo. But we don't have anything to put Larry Williams in front of a jury.
Well, what about conspiracy?
What about it?
Look, Larry talked to Boo 10 minutes before and after the homicide. He wasn't asking for the time.
How do we know that?
Boo said Larry put him up to it.
From what you're telling me, it sounds like Boo would have rolled on his grandmother.
Now, Larry knew damn well what he was doing when he picked up that phone.
And get him to say that.
Well, he's coming in, but he may not spell it out chapter and verse.
What do you want me to tell you?
All right.
How is she?
Alive. The doctor was going to conduct an exam to check for signs of abuse.
We all did good work on that.
Parents didn't think so.
What are they complaining about?
Oh, name it. Uppy. Both of them.
Well, it's not like we didn't catch the mom on a bad day, you know.
What do you want to do with your sister's husband? He's downstairs in the cell.
He's a caller.
Let me talk to him first.
I'm gonna have your job. Do you understand me?
Remember we were saying about the parents not being too happy?
Your detective blurted out to my wife the details of a private conversation he and I had.
Him getting his temperature checked in the men's room.
This is all about you being a homophobe and wanting to carry out some sick justice.
No, it's not. I babysit for his son all the time. It's about you being a liar, Mr. Barry, and jeopardizing your daughter because of it. These detectives went nonstop all day, and they found her. So why don't you count your blessings and leave it at that?
We got the guys who killed Lanisha.
Oh, that's good.
A guy named James Strickland and your manager, Boo.
Nah. Boo.
Said you put him up to it.
Nah, that's crazy. That's wrong. He ain't say that.
Said you told him, take care of her.
No.
Your call's within 10 minutes of the murder, and Boo's testimony is enough for a collar, Larry. So what's it gonna be?
I never said kill her.
What was take care of her supposed to mean?
No, not take care of her, take care of it. Meaning get her agreed to the abortion. And it wasn't me that brought it up. Boo said it. He said, I'll take care of it.
In response to what?
I ain't ready to be no father.
She didn't want the abortion.
She didn't believe in it. Or she said she didn't and she was looking to cash in down the line.
And you deserve a collar just for saying something that stupid.
In a million years, I wouldn't want Lanisha killed. I just can't handle a kid, and that's all I told Boo. Ask my boy Anthony. He was there when I made the call. He'll tell you what I said. And it have nothing to do with murder.
You're not untouchable, Larry. You're not gonna live forever.
Got it.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
Yeah. You're going to central booking to get processed for beating your wife.
She's pressing charges?
Oh, she sure is. Yeah.
So, okay, now I gotta get an attorney.
You like smacking people around, Frank?
No.
You sure like smacking your wife around.
There's a lot more to it than that. No!
Why don't you try smacking me around, Frank?
Guard!
He left. Come on, hit me, Frank.
No!
Or do you only like hitting women?
Can you leave me alone?
All right, here's what's gonna happen, Frank. You're going in the system. And when you get out, whether it's a week or a month from now, I'm gonna be there waiting for you. And then I'm gonna drive you over to a bus station, and I'm gonna buy you a cup of coffee and a candy bar. And you're gonna get on that bus, and you're never gonna set foot around here again. Because if you do, I will put you in the hospital. You got it?
Yeah.
I'll see you when you get out, Frank.
How's it feeling?
It's okay.
Doctor say you need to do anything?
Yeah, just ice. Swelling should be gone in a few days.
Fresh bag.
Oh, thanks. So is this like a typical night?
We could watch TV.
Just asking.
What exactly are you asking?
Was it all just busting perps and then home to the library? No guy?
Remember Detective Sipowicz who came to see how things were going after I took the photographs?
No.
Yeah, it's been about 6 months.
Connie, never saw you going after the mature type.
What did you see me going after?
I keep so busy thinking about myself, I really couldn't say. I don't know you like I should.
We can change that.
Or I just bust in expecting you to make my life all better without any thought to the fact that you might have a boyfriend that is keeping you from, or that you even have any life at all.
It's all right.
That's my goal. Being selfless. That's why I wanted to keep the baby.
If it's any help, I got faith in you, Michelle.
Thanks. Really, thanks for all of this, for everything.
Want some tea?
Yeah.
Archie in there. I'm looking for the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Hold on, Dad.
What's up?
Okay, go ahead.
Hark thou in the yonder castle. I'm looking for the Hunchback.
Hold on. I want to be Aladdin.
No, you already got your hunch in.
I changed my mind.
So, who am I gonna be? Not the monkey?
Yes.
No, look, let me be the merchant that you snatched the bread from.
Dad, please.
But look, I've been the monkey for the last 2... You be the monkey.
I'm Aladdin and you're a Boo. That's how it works.
All right. I'll be the monkey, but I'm not hopping around.
But you'll wear the hat and vest. Please.
Okay, I'll wear the hat and the vest, huh? Go on, bring him out here. Come here a second. Come on, kiddo.